All right, let's talk about the Common App essay. If you're staring at that blank page and feeling that crazy mix of excitement and, sheer terror, I totally get it. So let's work together to turn that page into a story that is 100% uniquely you.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? It feels completely impossible. You got what, 17, 18 years of life, of memories, jokes, heartbreaks, and dreams, and you're supposed to cram all of that into just 650 words? Yeah, the pressure is real, and it is totally okay to feel overwhelmed by it. But here's the secret. This is where we're gonna flip the whole script. The single biggest mistake students make, and almost everyone makes it, is they open up the Common App, they read those 7 prompts, and they try to shoehorn their life into one of those little boxes. Trust me, there is a much, much better way. So think of it like this. You've got 2 paths. The prompt first approach, that's the path to stress, writer's block, and an essay that sounds kind of generic, like you're just trying to get the right answer. But the other path, the story first approach, well, that's where the magic happens. You start with you, which builds real confidence and lets your actual voice come through. You're not just answering a question, you are telling your story. I really want you to remember this idea, okay? It is the absolute core of our strategy. Your most powerful story, that's your key. The 7 essay prompts, those are just a bunch of different locks. So what's the takeaway? It's super simple. Don't waste your time staring at the locks. Your first job is to find your key. Once you've got that, I promise, finding a lock that it fits is the easy part. So how do we find this key? We're going to build it, and we'll use 3 main pillars. We're going to start right at the foundation, your identity. This is all about digging into the stuff that makes you, you. Your background, your values, the people who've shaped you. Okay, so let's brainstorm a little. Don't even think about writing an essay right now. Just think, what are the family traditions that really mean something to you? Who is that one person, maybe a grandparent, a teacher, a coach, who completely changed the way you see things? How has your culture shaped you? And can you think of a specific time, a real story, where you had to plant your feet and stand up for what you believe in? And would you look at that, just like that? Any of those stories you just thought about your family, your values, your heritage, they could all be a perfect fit for the very first Common App prompt. See how that works? We found a key, and it already slides right into a lock. We weren't even trying. Awesome. Now let's move on to our second pillar, growth. Because colleges aren't just looking at a snapshot of who you are today. They really want to know the story of how you got here. And let me tell you, stories about growth are incredibly powerful. They show that you're resilient, you're self-aware, you're mature. Okay, let's dig deep here. Think about a real challenge you've overcome. And I don't just mean a bad grade on a test. I mean a genuine setback, a time you failed at something. How did that feel? And more importantly, what did you take away from it? Or what about a time you questioned a belief you always held? Or a job or an activity that just totally changed your perspective on things? These are the moments where the best stories are hiding. And boom, look at this. That story about a challenge you were just thinking about, that's exactly what prompt number 2 is asking for. It literally wants you to talk about a setback or failure and what you learned from it. Oh, but wait, there's more. That same story, the one about growth and having that aha moment of realization, it could also be an amazing answer for prompt number 5. So you see, one key, one great story can often open multiple locks. That gives you the power to choose which one feels best. Okay, on to our third and final pillar, passion. This is about the stuff that just lights you up. What do you find yourself doing or thinking about when nobody is grading you or telling you to do it? This is where an admissions officer gets a real peek into your curiosity and what brings you genuine joy. Come on, you know what this is. What's that topic you could talk about for hours? The YouTube rabbit hole you always fall down? Maybe it's building robots or medieval history or social justice, or figuring out how to bake the perfect sourdough. Why do you love it? How do you chase that interest on your own time? This is the good stuff, the stuff that really shows what drives you. And surprise, surprise, your story about what you're passionate about maps directly onto prompt number 6. I mean, it's practically begging you to share the thing that makes you geek out. By just starting with what you truly love, you've already written half of a fantastic, energetic essay in your head. Okay, you did it. You've brainstormed stories from your identity, your growth, and your passion. You've found your key. So now, this last step, it's not stressful at all. It's actually kind of fun. It's just about being strategic and matching your best story to the prompt where it's going to shine the brightest.
So here's how it all comes together. Just look at your options. If you have a great identity story, it's a shoo-in for prompt 1, but it might also work for 3 or 4. That growth story? Perfect for 2 or 5. And a passion story is great for 6, but maybe even 1. The power is completely in your hands, all because you started with what was most important to you. And hey, what if, after all this, you have this incredible story that just doesn't feel like it fits perfectly anywhere? Well, that's exactly what prompt number 7 is for. Think of it as the ultimate safety net, the master key that opens any lock. So don't you ever worry that your best story won't have a home. It will. Let's circle back to this number, 650 words. Look, it's not a limit designed to freak you out. It's an opportunity. It's a spotlight, and it's inviting you to share one single meaningful slice of who you are. Don't try to tell them your entire life story. Just tell one great story and tell it really well. And this right here might be the most important thing I tell you. You need to shift your mindset. Forget about trying to impress some faceless admissions officer. That's not your job. Your one and only job here is to be real, be authentic, and make a human connection with the person reading your essay. So I'll leave you with this one last question. After they finish your 650 words and put your application down, what is the one feeling, the one idea, the single thing you want them to remember about you? If you can answer that, you've found the heart of your essay. Now go find your key.